So now that we know what b is, we can go ahead and write out our equation. It was y is equal to, m was 1, so we don't need to write that, and it's x plus 1. Now here's something that I haven't done yet, and that is, let's check this, okay? Let's check it. So remember what our points, it was 1 and 2 and 4 and 5. So 1 and 2 is one of our points, and 4 and 5 is the other. So if I were to plug 1 into this, 1 plus 1 is 2. Okay, so that checks out. Now let's plug 4 in. 4 plus 1 is 5. So that checks out too. So this is the equation here that would represent a line that is passing through the point 1, 2, and 4, and 5. Okay? So given 2 points, we want to write an equation that passes through both these points. Alright, what if we had this? Let's say we have 1, 3, and 1, negative 5. We want to write an equation that passes through both of these points. So first thing let's do is find the slope. So we have negative 5 minus 3 over 1 minus 1. And so we end up with negative 8 over 0. Woo! That's undefined. Our slope is undefined. And so what this tells us is that something's fishy going on here. In other words, we're not going to be able to use this up here. Okay? Let's plot both these points. 1, 3. So let's say this is 1, 3. Or let's say 1, 3 is here. Okay? And this is going to be 1, negative 5, which is down here. Okay, so this is a vertical line passing through both these points. So this is going to end up being x is equal to 1. Alright, so that's not going to work. So let's keep that in mind. So this could be tricky, so be careful. That's okay. That's our equation. And this is the graph that corresponds with this equation. Now, let's label 1 right here on the x-axis. That's 1 right there. Okay? Alright. Okay, well, we've been given 2 points. We want to find the equation. Well, what if we were given the slope, and we'll say the slope is negative 3, and we were giving a point on the line. We're given a slope and we're given a point, and we want to write the equation. Alright, well, we just simply do this. Take negative 3, plug it in for m. This is our x. And this is our y. Right, this is our y here. And then we just solve for b. So this seems like this is a whole lot easier than what we were doing earlier. But this is going to end up being positive 3. So b is equal to 4. So y is equal to negative 3 x plus 4. So as you can see, this number in front of x right here represents the slope. I don't know if I've mentioned that or not. And then of course if we plug 1 in, we get negative 3 times 1 is negative 3. Negative 3 plus 4 is 1. Right? Just checking things out. Okay. This number is our y-intercept, and this number is our slope. Okay, y-intercept and then slope. So we want to keep that in mind, because if we're given this and we're asked to graph this thing, you know, we can just we know that it crosses on the y-axis at 4, and then you know we can find where the x-intercept is by setting this equal to 0 and solving for x. But let's move on now. I think you get this idea right here. If we're